question is about sex trafficking, okay? The United States sex trafficking industry is #1 in the world, illustrating the extent of our depravity. Our country is now spending more money on raping little children than we are on illegal drugs. Our government schools are grooming our children for consumption, and our government is setting up laws to take away parental rights to enhance this market. So, first, what do you think about that problem in California? How big is the problem in California? Second, are any of you already involved in addressing this issue? I hate it when politicians say, if you elect me, I will do X. What are you doing now to address this problem? And third, if you are elected governor, what would you do then? How about that? Question 1, how big of a problem do you think it is? 2, are you currently doing anything in that effort? And 3, if you're elected governor, what would you do about it?
And just to set the stage for this for all of you, we're talking about sex trafficking is how you murder a child without killing them. This is not a frivolous issue.
It's an unbelievably serious issue. And my first encounter with the issue, actually, I think there's never been a movie that has affected me more than a movie, I don't know if you saw this, it was a few years ago, called Lilia Forever. Lilia Forever, which told the story of a sex-trafficked girl from Russia into Sweden. I still shudder to think of it, but it was, I literally left, this was back in England many years ago, I literally left that movie theater and I said, I've got to do something about this. I can't just watch this and do nothing. And at the time I was senior advisor to the Prime Minister in the UK. And I went back to 10 Downing Street to my office the next day. And I said, we have to act. And I was then, fortunately, in a position to act. And we did. And there was a minister in our cabinet who started a whole global effort on this. It started from the UK. That was many years ago. I actually can't tell you now what happened to that. But we acted. Is it a problem? The World Center for Child Sex Trafficking is just up the freeway in Los Angeles. Figueroa Street, to be precise. I mean, I'm not going to... I can't use the time to tell you that there's nothing more disgusting than this. And it stems from the fact that we've got an ideology in charge here in California that stems from that Marxist ideology that parents shouldn't be trusted, that the government is in charge, and everything we're seeing now in schools and with this issue, whether that's...
I'm not going to stand on this one. This is a serious issue. This is the single biggest reason, as most of you know, why I entered the race. I've been working deeply on exposing child trafficking at a very, very high level. But here's the deal, and we need to realize this. This is the #1 economy in the United States and in California. The #1 economy. Think about that, right? But it's hidden. Why is it hidden? Because it's run by judges. It's run by corporations. It's run by political personnel, right? It's deep, it's sick. What happened not too long ago is the cartels and the powers that be figured out that they could not make as much money on drugs. You know, we have over 3 to 4 times more fentanyl that's needed to kill every American right here already in the States. And why would they spend money on fentanyl when it's going to kill their client? When they can take a child and they could resell that child 30, 40, 50 times a day. But we need to talk truth. These children are being anal penetrated. And that's the type of conversation we cannot run from any longer. So I did a film on it. It's called Cages. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing currently. I went to the border, right? I've been talking to sheriffs, everything I can possibly do. Here's where I would agree with David Serpa. The sheriffs have all the power to do this right now. Right this second.
Right now.
But we, the people, need to pressure them.
Speak it.
We need to get our butts off our chairs and stand in front of the sheriff's office and saying, we won't take it anymore. The children are our future, and we must demand accountability, and we must demand it now. God wants it. We need to take it.
Thank you, Louis.